Is the Asics Superblast 2 still a good running shoe for 2026? What's up, guys? Today we're going to be going over my review of the Asics Superblast 2. So the Asics Superblast 2 continues to be one of the most popular running shoes on the market. Very difficult to get, even now, a year and a half after it's originally released. It always sells out whenever it comes out, and despite Asics putting out the Mega Blast, different versions of their other core models, the Superblast 2 is still, I would say, unanimously Asics' most popular super trainer or everyday training shoe. Now, this is a new pair that I recently picked up, but I did a significant portion of my old marathon training block in my other pair of Asics Superblast 2s. So I put around 780, 800 kilometers on my other pair. I have a decent idea of how they fit, feel, and perform. So although I'll be reviewing this new fancy pair today, effectively I'll be talking about my experience through that previous pair. What makes the Asics Superblast 2 so unique is its midsole. It's a dual density midsole, the top layer being FF Turbo Plus, which was at the time Asics' super foam for their race day shoes, and the bottom layer of the foam is FF Blast Eco, which is more of their everyday EVA blend. What that created was a very stable yet very responsive midsole package. It is a 45 millimeter heel with a 8 millimeter heel to toe drop, so there is a lot of foam underfoot. And the amazing thing about this midsole is it's not only responsive, not only cushioned, but it's extremely light as well. And that couples well with the upper of the Superblast 2. Now, this upper is extremely lightweight. It's primarily this knit material with heavy use of these TPU thicker plastic yarns in them to provide structure and rigidity. So I would say it fits a little bit less like a traditional sock, like a Flyknit sock, and a little bit more structured. Very breathable as well. This part of the toe box you can practically see through. The tongue as well is gusseted, perforations, decent amount of padding still in the heel, and a nice little pull tab on the back too. My experience with the shoe, firstly, when it comes to the fit, I found these shoes fit relatively small, and that was the major concern I had actually with my old pair. I'm usually a size 9.5 or 10. My left middle toe, or my left pointer toe, had a lot of abrasions against the front. This mudguard toe guard is a little bit more stiff on this shoe and was causing some friction, and that's ultimately the reason why I had to let go of these shoes. Now, I say that's the only reason why I had to let go of these shoes, because other than that, the durability was extremely impressive. Whatever they're doing with this midsole specifically, it never dies. From the first kilometer to the 800th kilometer, felt exactly the same. Nothing really affected the midsole compound at all, basically. It was very durable, very resilient, and offered a very consistent feel across all pace ranges. Originally, I bought this shoe for sort of up-tempo, faster workouts or things of that nature, but I started wearing them also as just everyday easy run shoe, recovery run shoe, long run shoe. This shoe is really a beast that can handle it all. I didn't talk about it before, but the outsole as well, there is Asics Grip, which is just Asics rubber. Durability wise, also amazing. Had no concerns. Like if you looked at my old pair, they basically looked brand new from the bottom. No rubber was falling off. Hardly any wear on the rubber themselves. So whatever compound Asics uses, very good. I've noticed that across their whole range. Great things to say about the durability and longevity of the shoe. Now, I touched on the upper, caused me some difficulties just on my toe. Other than that, the fit I would say is quite standard. I do prefer a little bit more of a cushioned upper, a softer upper on some of my shoes. So if you'd ask me, is this better than like a gel Nimbus shoe or a Nova Blast? I would say no. But I think what they're really trying to do is get the weight down, get that breathability, get more of a performance fit. And I think it's definitely serviceable in that regard. Is this shoe still worth buying in 2026? I tested a few shoes and tried on many more throughout the last year, and I would confidently say that this is still one of the top performers for running shoes. Just the versatility and the durability. You can do any of the runs in these shoes, really a one shoe fits all sort of thing. And it lasts forever. It's a tank. Still extremely expensive, still hard to get. I think these retail in Canada about $250 or $220. Not as expensive as the Mega Blast. In terms of the Mega Blast Superblast, I could actually say that I prefer the feel of the Superblast more than the Mega Blast. Blast are a little bit more cushion, less responsive, but a little bit more on that comfort side of things. The Superblast I really feel like has that happy medium in the Asics family. I'm really excited to see what the new Superblast 3 is going to be like. Apparently that's coming out in March 2026. But until then, I think I will plow away at my marathon block using these as my primary trainers. Yeah, that's my review of the Asics Superblast. If I had to give a number, give the shoe a solid 8.5 out of 10. Only points I would take away from it are having an upper that's a little bit more comfortable, and if the midsole was maybe a touch bit softer to help accommodate easier recovery paces a little bit better. But this shoe really does beat a lot of other specialty shoes at what they're good at while still being better at them for everything. Jack of all trades as a shoe. That's my review of the Asics Superblast 2. If you have any questions, shoot them down below in the comment section. I'll put some more running content out when I return from my injury. That's all for now. Appreciate you guys watching. See you later, alligator. Goodbye.